Good evening and thank you for joining us, Aaron. Pretty fantastic weather there for the Stampede wrap-up this weekend.
Yeah, Carly Agger was actually at the Stampede. She must have been just basking in the sun, watching the Stampede. And yeah, like I said, in those headlines, a lot of the CPCA drivers really turned it on late.
Fantastic. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that. And we had a pretty spectacular weekend here as well, Shauna, but the rest of the week, a little iffy.
Yeah, we have a couple of days to deal with some significant rain, but let's take a look now across the region. We're sitting at 26 degrees, but feeling more like 35 with the humidity. How does that compare to across the region? The Lakeland and the Battlefords, the same sort of thing. Lots of clouds and up to 37 degrees in the Battlefords. So with all these hot, humid temperatures, what sort of weather conditions are we looking at for this evening? I'll have your full weather forecast coming up a little later on.
Lloydminster Rotary Club invited a special guest to today's meeting. Tana Silverland, originally from the United Kingdom, is cycling across Canada. Throughout her travels, she's raising money for the SOS Children's Villages, which is the world's largest charity that specifically helps orphans. She started her trek on June 16, 2010 in the Yukon, and after 12 months of travel, she's now made a stop here in the border city.
I have been trying to get to as many communities as I possibly can all the way across both the length and breadth of Canada. So I've essentially been going in anything but a straight line everywhere I've been going, and that's why it has taken me over a year to only get this far.
Silverland originally bought her trike as an environmentally friendly way of transportation, but its purpose quickly changed.
Because the trike is so unusual and was generating so much interest, I started to think, maybe there was an opportunity here to raise the profile of SOS Children's Villages and take advantage of the interest that the trike was generating.
Her journey across Canada is expected to end in the fall of 2012 in Newfoundland. A hefty federal financial boost is helping the Juba Community Theatre continue its efforts to develop and promote the arts in Lloydminster. A $22,000 donation was announced today. The money is coming from the Department of Canadian Heritage and will support the theatre and its presentation of the annual Dr. H.A. Macdonald season.
There are artists across Canada that will be presented in the Macdonald season. They range from country music to family programming to classic rock to theatre, a variety of artists.
Mondrum says overall funding for the theatre is falling a bit short this year. They're hoping to receive some money from the Alberta government, but those dollars won't be distributed until 2012.
This year we have a Friends of the Theatre committee set up to go out and fundraise, and so our total goal this year was $64,000. We have $25,000 more to go.
Community Theatre was established in 2002 and hosts more than 160 events every year. It's managed by a non-profit organization and relies heavily on federal, provincial and community donations.
Most people give within the $100 to $1,000 range. It can be an individual, it can be a business, and there's a variety of different benefits for donors based on what level they are donating at.
If you'd like to financially support the efforts of the local theatre, contact the main office or go to the Juba Community Theatre website. Well, the hot summer weather arrived just in time for some traditional outdoor celebrations this weekend, including the final day of the Colonial Days Fair, which we'll have more of after the break. But there was also an event called the Prairie Egg Gathering. Robert Buffum explains.
Classic oval-shaped trailers called bowlers infiltrated a campground in Marwayne on Saturday. Their proud owners taking part in an annual gathering or bowlerama.
Today's been awesome. The turnout's been good. Cars, trailers from all over turned out really well.
The trailers are clearly much more than a place to sleep on the road.
It's a beautiful little camper. We really enjoy it. It's comfortable. It's like a little, I always call it my cottage on wheels.
This trailer, owned for 24 years by June and her husband Peter, the site of all kinds of memories.
Some of the best experiences that I've had in it, I can't really tell you publicly,
In fact, over the years, the bowler has helped the Webbs stay connected with their brood of 5 kids, including a son in a rock band.
We were like camp followers, and we used to go to some of his gigs and see him, and then he would come back to the bowler at night and sleep on the bunk that you see in the end there.
He's raised 5 kids and took them all camping with us, so I mean that's pretty impressive.
These egg-shaped caravans seemingly engender a sense of camaraderie.
It's very close-knit. There's some that we see at every event, travel from a long ways away. It's kind of neat to watch the people, what they've done to their trailers, how they grow up.
Robert Buffum, Newcap News.